So this is happening in Barnstable County, Massachusetts. God bless this man.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak in the room? Okay, may I have the gentleman in the yellow? And would you please tell us your name and what community you're from?
Yes, my name is Andrew DeRogers. I'm born and raised on Cape Cod. I appreciate that many people here have different points of view, and that's fine. Many of them are very well spoken. Many of them are polite. I'm not going to be.
Okay.
I am that taxpayer that several of the people who sat up here and spoke are talking about. What is on the line is very simple. It is a declaration of your allegiance either to the American citizen, the legal tax-paying American citizen, or the chosen community of foreign nationals who have been trafficked into this country for purposes of census data, for purposes of seats, for purposes of power, and for purposes of taxes. I am sick to effing death of paying for such bull, and I'm sick to death of being lectured about compassion, about patience and understanding. I have lived here all my life, and I have been required for all 40 years of that life to obey the law and follow the rules. There will be no Social Security check for me when I can't work anymore. I have never once received any of the benefits that have been spoken of here. Nobody is beating down my door to help me fix up my house so that it doesn't collapse on me or lower the cost of the electricity that I have to pay. I don't get health insurance. I can't afford it. But I am punished by this state for not being able to afford it so that people who are in this country illegally can benefit from it and go see the doctor whenever they want. And that is a fact, and I am sick of it. I am not an ununderstanding individual. I am not an uncompassionate individual. But my generosity has been abused, and I am sick of it. I am sick of being treated as an indentured servant to foreign nationals in my country and in my community. And I don't give a whose feelings that hurts. So you can either approve this measure and show legal, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens that they do not matter to you, or you can reject it and show them that you are listening. Those are the only two options. And for the record, I traveled abroad to a foreign nation, and you would not believe the amount of documentation I was required to have on me at all times and show whenever anybody asked. And you can bet your ass if I broke their laws, they would have nailed my to the wall. And I was very well behaved over there, and I was very respectful to the people because I was a guest in their country. I wasn't due anything. Thank you.
You just saw a local government meeting completely ground to a halt as a lifelong resident stripped away the polite political pleasantries and let local officials have it. Andrew D. Rogers didn't come to the podium to play nice or use bureaucratic buzzwords. He laid out the fundamental conflict facing American communities today. The glaring choice between allegiance to legal, tax-paying citizens or catering to foreign nationals being brought in for political power and census data. After working and obeying the law on Cape Cod for 40 years, Rogers called out a system that punishes struggling locals, while handing out benefits to those who bypass the law. Rogers gave voice to the millions of working-class Americans who feel completely abandoned by their own government. He pointed out the painful reality. No one is beating down his door to fix his collapsing roof, lower his electricity bills, or hand him affordable health insurance. Instead, he watches his hard-earned tax dollars get funneled into programs for individuals who haven't paid into the system. His generosity hasn't disappeared, but it has been abused, leaving him feeling like an indentured servant in his own hometown. Rogers brought the argument home by highlighting the blatant double standard of international travel. He noted that when Americans travel abroad, they are forced to carry extensive documentation, follow every strict rule, and respect foreign laws because they know the consequences of breaking them. Why is America the only place where the host nation is expected to bow down to guests while its own citizens get pushed aside? He left the commissioners with a stark ultimatum: either prove to legal taxpayers that they matter, or show them that they are completely ignored. If you're tired of local politicians ignoring everyday citizens to fund globalist agendas, smash that subscribe button right now. We're here to bring you the truth the establishment tries to silence. Andrew D. Rogers didn't just vent. He stood up and became the voice of every American taxpayer who is sick of being gaslit by the political class. Our country, our rules, and our citizens must come first. What did you think of his powerful stand?